guys, Raven here reporting for Kids First. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey tells the story of Bilbo Baggins, who is a simple hobbit that doesn't like to go out of his house. All of a sudden, he has to assist these dwarves in reclaiming their house after the evil dragon has taken over their castle and stolen their jewels. I have to say, I was not very impressed with this movie, just because I'm not a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I mean, the last time I saw Lord of the Rings, I was 5, and this is the prequel to Lord of the Rings, and so I just wasn't a huge fan of it because I've never really gotten into Lord of the Rings. For all of my friends and family that are into Lord of the Rings, they absolutely loved this movie. So a plus about this movie was the visuals. They were so crisp and so flawless. They were almost too perfect sometimes. I could see every pore and every drop of sweat on the dwarf's face, and I could see every piece of grass in the field, and the 3D was phenomenal. I especially loved to see the world of the elves because it was so detailed and so beautiful. This is probably one of the movies that has the best cinematography and special effects in it that I've ever seen. As for favorite characters, I think my favorite character would definitely have to be Gollum because, I don't know, he's so funny and he's so original and he's also creepy at the same time. And my favorite scene is when Bilbo and Gollum are sort of questioning each other and like playing a riddle game, and it's so funny because you see how Gollum has like multiple personalities and he like has conversations with himself, and it's very funny. Another scene that I really like is when all of the dwarves are sort of escaping the goblins' underground house, and I thought it was cool because I really liked the animation for the Great Goblin because he was so fat and funny, and the voice actor for that was phenomenal. And I also really like to see all of their underground sort of railroads and all of the contraptions that they used to get around underground. One thing that actually disappointed me about this movie, with the cinematography in particular, is since the cinematography was so amazing, I expected the entire movie to be amazing, but the design of the orcs was so disappointing. They looked like something you'd see out of a video game, like they didn't really seem complete, and they weren't up to par with the rest of the special effects and the rest of the creatures. So I think that was like the one visual aspect that really bothered me, was the design of the orcs. So overall, I would say that I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars just because of the animation. For the animation and cinematography in general, I would give it like 5 out of 5 stars. But for the overall movie, I'd say 3.5 to 4 out of 5 stars because it definitely wasn't my favorite, and I won't see it again. So if you're a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, you'll love this movie, and if you're not really into them, I don't suggest seeing it. Thanks for watching. See ya!